It was 2:13 in the morning, and I was staring at the ceiling again. Not sleeping, not resting, just thinking. Replaying conversations, questioning decisions, imagining worst-case scenarios that probably weren't even real. Maybe you've been there too. You finally get into bed, the room is quiet, everything around you is still, and somehow, that's exactly when your mind gets loud. One thought becomes 10. 10 thoughts become 100. And before you know it, you're having an argument with someone who isn't even in the room, or reliving something embarrassing that happened years ago, or worrying about a future that hasn't happened yet. For years, that was my normal, until I found something so simple, I almost ignored it. And today, I'm going to show you exactly what it is. Because if your mind won't switch off at night, this might help more than you think. But first, let me tell you why it works. A few years ago, I genuinely thought my problem was overthinking. I thought if I could just find the right answer,
I keep going over it in my
the
head.
right mindset, the right
Why did
solution,
I say those things?
everything would
Why
calm
couldn't
down.
I just let it go?
But every night was the same. I'd lie in bed
back.
trying to solve tomorrow's problems,
Everything
trying to
would
replay
be
today's mistakes,
if only I could take
trying to
it
control
back.
things that were completely outside my control.
Everything would be
And the harder I tried to think my way out of it, the worse it got. Maybe you've experienced that too. The strange thing about overthinking is that it feels productive. It feels like you're solving something. But most of the time, you're just feeding the anxiety. And I didn't realize that for a very long time. Then one day, a friend of mine said something that completely changed how I looked at anxiety. She said, "Your nervous system doesn't care how smart your thoughts are. It only responds to what your body is telling it." That stopped me in my tracks. Because I had been treating anxiety like a thinking problem, when really, it was a body problem. And that realization led me to something called the 4-7-8 breathing method. At first, I thought it sounded ridiculous. Breathing? Really? That's the solution? But I decided to try it anyway. And what happened surprised me. Here's what most people don't realize. When you're overthinking, your body often believes you're in danger. Your heart rate increases. Your muscles tense up. Stress hormones rise. And your nervous system shifts into fight or flight mode. The problem is, once you're in that state, clear thinking becomes incredibly difficult. You can't always think your way back to calm, but you can signal safety to your nervous system. And that's exactly what this breathing technique does. It tells your body, we're safe. Everything is okay. And when the body relaxes, the mind often follows. Let's do it together right now. No pressure. Just follow along. First, exhale completely through your mouth. Let all the air leave your lungs. Now, breathe in gently through your nose for 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold that breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And now slowly exhale through your mouth for 8 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's do that one more time. Notice what happens. Not necessarily in your thoughts, but in your body. Maybe your shoulders soften. Maybe your jaw relaxes. Maybe your breathing becomes slower. That's your nervous system responding. Now here's the mistake most people make. They try this once and then immediately go back to wrestling with their thoughts. That's not the goal. The goal isn't to force thoughts away. The goal is to interrupt the cycle. Think of this as creating a small gap, a moment of space between you and the spiral. Sometimes that's all you need. And I want to be honest with you. This didn't magically cure my anxiety. It didn't suddenly make life stress-free. But it gave me something I desperately needed. A doorway. A way out of the spiral. A way to come back to the present moment. And some nights, that's enough. So tonight, if your mind starts racing, if you're lying awake replaying conversations, questioning yourself, or worrying about tomorrow, try this. 4 seconds in, 7 seconds hold, 8 seconds out. And remember, you don't need to solve your entire life at 2 in the morning. You only need to get through this moment, one breath at a time. If this helped you, let me know in the comments. And if you'd like more simple techniques for stress, anxiety, and mental wellness, I'd love to see you in the next video. Take care and breathe.